Microphone check.
This is Microphone Check. I'm Franny Kelly.
I'm Ali Shaheed Muhammad.
I'm Boosie Badazz.
Baton Rouge native, obstacle overcomer, stylistic pioneer, a proud father, an inspiration to young artists everywhere. Lil Boosie Badazz. Obviously, people in your backyard know your story, where you come from.
Yeah.
You've probably mentioned it, but for some of the people from the Spotify world of things and Microphone Check listeners specifically might not know the beginning. So let's go back to the beginning. Do you remember the first hip hop song you've ever heard?
I don't know. I was raised in hip hop my whole life. My first groups was like NWA.
Mm-hmm.
Them was my favorite groups,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I felt like they was talking the stuff that I was seeing, Ghetto Boys, things like that.
So that was like the first that made like the biggest impact on you?
Yeah, then Tupac.
Then Tupac?
Yeah.
What was it about rap music that ignited your soul?
Because the rappers looked like the people on my corner who had the money. And growing up, that's who we wanted to be like, the people on the corner who had all the money. So the rappers had everything they had. So we wanted to be like them, you know. Rappers had swag. And when you're a kid in the neighborhood growing up, that's what you see. So that's what you want to be.
How important is music to you?
Music is real important to me because that's how I got here. You know, that's music is what feed my family, is what got me successful.
Yeah.
It's what I started with. You know, I got other things I do besides music as far as making money, but music made the platform for everything.
Yeah. What is it about music that became like that thing for you?
At first I just used to like to do it. After a certain amount of years, it becomes business then.
Yeah.
So right now it's more of I like to make music for the business point.
Okay.
And to be financially successful with it, because the first years of your career you don't be in contact with really what's going on business-wise.
That's what I want to get to, like the beginning. Like you started at an early age of 14,
yeah,
right?
14, 15.
So like what was really in your mind at that point?
Just be famous. Just just make some songs and be the most famous person in my city.
I was going to say, because being famous can mean a lot of different things. Like
I just wanted to be Baton Rouge famous.
Baton Rouge famous, yeah.
At first. Yeah, and then I got Baton Rouge famous, then I wanted to be bigger.
Can you go back to explain to us who were the concentration camp?
The concentration camp was me, CeeLo, Max Manella, Javon, and Young Bleed. But Young Bleed, he left the concentration camp like when I was coming in, he was going out.
What time was this?
This was like 97, 98.
Okay.
And that's what made up the concentration camp. CeeLo was the CEO. And Max and Vaughn was like a group. And Young Bleed was the solo artist who was taking off. And Young Bleed left and did his thing with Master P, and I slid right on in.
Okay, so what else was the backdrop musically? What else was happening in Baton Rouge at that time?
Not much. It was CeeLo. I'm trying to think of some couple more rappers back then. It was CeeLo, B-Lo. Not no big timers. Yeah.
And still, you felt that was your calling.
Right, because they was the biggest in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be. Remember I told you I wanted to be the biggest in Baton Rouge.
Nah, I got you. I'm just trying to get a feel of the environment.
Yeah, so
for like
I
96,
knew, like
97.
like, you know, but even when I was rapping on the corner, I was good, you know. And I already knew if CeeLo, one of them would have came to me, I was gonna sign, regardless. You know, it was.
So, good. Like battling or good like just being like just spitting rhymes right around in your environment?
We don't battle
where you
rap
were?
down here.
Say what?
We don't battle rap down here.
So what is it?
You from up north, huh?
I am, but I mean I don't mean it like that. So battle, okay.
We don't battle rap. We just rap. We just rap
That's
about
what-
what we see. We don't battle rap. We just rap about what we see and what we go through.
That's called being in a cipher, which is not necessarily battle rapping. It's just being in an environment where you can express yourself.
Yeah. You know, that's where it started on the corner.
Yeah.
And you become the best in the neighborhood, then you branch off into.
So who was better than you at that time?
Nobody.
That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah, nah.
I'm like, who's that person that made you go,
Yeah, I was pretty good. Like, I had tablets. I was pretty good. Like, my boys used to been telling me to go do it, but, you know, I just wasn't ready yet. But after my dad passed, that's when I was like, I'm ready. Yeah.
Do you remember the first official, like, for real studio session? Like, you know, you go on to record. Not like you going to, you know, like, make a demo, but like you going to record.
The first day I met CeeLo, he pulled up on me outside, and he told me, rap. I'm tired of hearing about you rap. And I rapped.
Just you was ready for it.
Yeah, I was ready. I went inside and got my notebook, came outside, rapped. He said, get in the car. I said, where we going? He said, to the studio. And that was my first time.
What did that feel like?
I ain't really know how to ride the beats good like that. I had the raps, but I ain't really have my rhythm yet on riding the beats. But after a couple weeks, like a month or two, I had the beats where I can put my raps on any beat. First, my raps just could go on certain beats.
Yeah.
But as I got in the studio and learning how to, you know, do my thing, that's when I got.
That's what most people experience. And if you're not, I mean, I don't know how many musicians are out there in the audience. Raise your hand if you are. And you may know what that is, but the very first time you go into the studio and you're rapping, sometimes you're not.
Nah, you're not crispy.
Yeah,
Because you're used to the same beat rapping off it.
Yeah.
That's why most people in jail can't make music on the streets. Because they're used to the same beat tapping.
It's not
But
an easy
music
thing.
is different as an artist.
Yeah.
So did you make music with C Murder when you guys were together?
I can't say that he's still in jail. But
you guys, you shared a cell for a while, right?
yeah, we put out a CD.
Yeah. But like,
Yeah.
you can't. Are you saying you won't tell me the mechanics of your recording?
Yeah, I can't tell the mechanics of it because we
Okay.
might get in trouble. I can't do that.
Would you write together? Like, how did you make that work though?
I still
You can't write things down?
I can't really explain how we did it, but we did
Okay.
it and I take full responsibility for it.
Okay. Did you guys commiserate about your careers?
Well, when we did time together, like when you do 2-3 years around somebody, he become like your brother, you know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
So see, Murder was like my brother. He was like my big brother in there because he was like a model inmate.
Okay.
Like he liked to read books and chill out and stuff, and I wasn't the model inmate. So basically, he used to always talk to me, and
Yeah, I was wondering if he
yeah, he was a big brother. Like
helped you think about writing, helped you think about business, shared.
we didn't talk much about business. I'm not gonna lie, we didn't talk much about business in there. We basically talk about getting back to our family before you could talk about business.
Yeah.
So basically, me and him just really we worked together. We worked every day together. We slept together. Basically, I just make people happy in the dorm. Like I play a lot. I'm kind of childish. So I threw water on people a lot and stuff, and that would make him laugh. So that's my boy. I miss him too.
Yeah. Is there anybody else that you would want to work with? Somebody that you had that like almost familial relationship?
That I would like to work with.
Yeah.
As far as music. I don't know. I can't really say. It'll have to be somebody on the A-listers like
Okay.
Justin Bieber or somebody.
Okay.
I like
You have a
money.
familial
yeah.
relationship with Justin Bieber?
I could make a relationship with anybody.
Okay.
Like I'm a people's person. Like I'm cool with all the rappers. I don't have problems with people. Like I'm just a cool person. Like
Yeah.
I don't have problems like that.
So I wanted to ask you about your family life.
Yeah.
You as a father.
Right.
So how do you raise your kids? How do you raise your sons specifically?
I raise my sons a little faster than most kids might raise their sons.
Okay. Why do you do that?
Because I don't want the streets to teach them before I teach them. And the streets teach them early,
Yeah.
So most of the things that the streets will teach a boy, I teach my son before the streets teach him. Because that's just how I raise my boys,
Yeah.
I try to make them solid. I try to make them, I'm hard on them too, I'm hard on them. I discipline them, but I teach them a little growner than other ones. I would say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What level of expectation do you have for them as a father that you might have missed as a son?
I don't really set expectations for them. I just try to do what I gotta do and make them have a different childhood than what I had. But whatever they do, if they gonna do it, I'm trying to make them be the best at what they do. I don't like to go out and get embarrassed. I like my kids to be winners. Whatever they do, they gotta get trainers. They gotta be right because I want them to win. You know what I'm saying? If you grow up winning in life, you gonna want to win forever. You know what I'm saying?
So raising daughters is kind of like a whole other ball game.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like raising daughters.
Why? It's like
Because it's
Makes
just
you
too
nervous.
much. A son is way easier than a daughter.
I've heard
It's way
that.
easier to talk to him than a daughter. But God don't make mistakes, so I got to deal with it. Then I got teenage daughters, so
yeah.
yeah.
How do you teach your daughters that they are valuable and important?
I show them they're valuable all through their life.
Yeah.
I take them places that, so
Yeah.
my daughter's not going to be impressed what your son has.
Right.
Because she didn't already,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
They done seen a lot of stuff, so like, you can't melt my daughter by taking her to California or buying her stuff, you know what I'm saying? I want my daughter just like a man or whatever she do, she just gonna like him for that person.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna like him for the stuff,
Right. Has there ever been a time when your family said, I wish you hadn't talked about that on a song?
Always.
Yeah.
My mama, always.
Like what?
Why did you
Which
say
song?
that? People don't need to know all that. But that's what make my music, you know what I'm saying?
So that's what you tell her? You're like, that's mine?
She know I'm gonna say it, but she just gonna come and say, why you be saying all that stuff? Like, people don't need to know what happened.
Yeah.
But that's me as an artist. Like,
Right.
when I make my music based on what I'm going through. Like, if somebody made me mad that day, I can't make a happy song.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if I'm
So she
coming
made you
from the
mad
club,
that-
I'm gonna make a club song. Like,
Yeah.
I do it on my emotions. I don't just go in there and say I'm gonna make this kind of song. I gotta be kind of feeling that type of way.
Yeah. Do you think ever that has like hurt you commercially?
I'm just not commercial. They try to make me commercial.
Yeah.
Now the labels, they give me commercial records,
Right.
but I'm just not commercial.
Yeah.
It's hard for them to turn me commercial. Like, even my commercial records, Wipe Me Down, all that stuff, I'm still Boosie. Like,
Right.
People didn't expect, after the commercial stuff, people didn't expect more commercial stuff.
Right.
They expected the real Boosie, so.
Back to the
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't it's incredibly rare, right? The way that you have made your career happen.
Right.
Am I like being historically accurate when I say that? Like I can't think of somebody else who's done what you have done and come from here also.
Consistently. You're like consistent with your music.
Yeah, I make pretty good music. I feel I make pretty good music. You listen to my music?
I do.
Oh, okay. It's pretty good. I make pretty good music.
Yeah. I had the Thug Passion.
Thug Passion?
Got it off Dat Piff and burned it onto a CD.
Okay.
I found it the other day when I was cleaning out my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's gonna be a Q&A, just so you guys know. You're gonna get your chance. Don't even worry. But I mean, I don't know. It seems to me like you make choices to stay not commercial, right? Like you kind of like you wouldn't want to make that music. It doesn't come naturally to you.
I'm not
anyway.
gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. You know, by me being who I am,
Yeah.
I still have a lot of doors shut on me in the music business, and
Yes.
and a lot of people.
That is where I'm going with
because
this
people
question.
run from realness. You know, I'm the rapper who gonna talk about you in a song.
Right.
You don't want to hear. A lot of people don't want to hear nobody saying, "Watch your friend in the back seat."
Right.
You know, a lot of people don't want to hear me talking about stuff. I speak about what's really going on, and I don't want to hear the truth sometimes.
Wow.
So, you know, I'm just speaking the real, and sometimes that touches people, and either you're going to sit there and take it or run away from it.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
So that's what keeps me borderline,
right.
you know.
That's what I was kind of talking about at the beginning too, is like that also might be what keeps you from being widely acknowledged as one of the greatest of all time.
Right.
Because you do this specific thing.
It's not a specific thing.
Okay.
It's a lot of things that add up to things that make people close the door on me. It's past things. It's bigger than just me making. It's not that I make a certain type of music.
Right, that is not what I mean.
Nah.
Right. What I mean is that you make your music.
Right.
And so I think an example of that also when you have like paid a cost to a certain extent is with Fuck the Police.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah,
I
that
mean-
song, it has stuck with me, yeah.
yeah. Do you regret making it?
At the time, I didn't. At the
Right.
time, I felt
What was
everywhere.
going on like that day?
The day before that, I had got stopped by some police, and they had took some razor, they let blaze and cut out my Bentley back seats. So when they had took like $6,000 out of my pocket and threw it over the interstate.
What?
Yeah. So I had went made this song, you know. I wish I wouldn't have did it now because it haunted me in other cities, like
Right.
other people, like Baton Rouge. Other
wouldn't
people
wanna let you
besides
play.
Baton Rouge took it worse than that. So I regret making it, but not when I made it.
Right.
And if that went down again, I would make it again. But
Right. I mean, and the way that people used it also, like
right.
during protests.
Yeah, but I meant it. Like it was.
Right. You
I
didn't
meant
make it
it.
for somebody else to use it. You just
Yeah,
made
but
it.
I did regret it in the end because it
Right.
follows me
Yeah.
a lot of places.
And yet you also made Hands Up too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I
Which
made
is like-
hands up also. It's basically what's going on. Like, you know, I got my hands up while you shooting me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made that.
Yeah.
On the other side of that, though, because I understand it following you in ways that you just want to be beyond that experience, but it continues to, and I guess until that kind of bullshit ceases, it continues to perpetuate itself. So your song becomes sort of like the
Never
anthem.
ending, huh? Yeah.
I mean, maybe never ending, but more like an anthem for someone else that's gonna go through it, 10 years, 15 years, tomorrow.
What's the question?
Does that, in knowing that,
Yeah.
does that then give you some sort of levity?
Nah, I don't want no leverage off the F the Police song. You know, I ain't looking for no clout off it. It's kind of funny when they be playing it at the rallies and I be like, I told y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it been going on. They just didn't have cameras then.
No doubt.
Cameras everywhere now. You can't do it what you was doing in 08 and 09. You can't do it no more. Yeah.
When I said levity, not necessarily off of that song, but just knowing that there may be someone else younger who just went through it and they need something to go to listen to. Does that make
It's
you...
not positive listening to that song. Like,
I understand.
Like, I'm not gonna say it's positive listening to that song because when you listen to it, you get angry. Cause I was angry.
Yeah.
Like you saying, F the Police. What's positive gonna be about there? Like, you know, you can listen to it, but I don't think they should play it at the rallies because it can make you mad. Like, it's not. It was designed to make people fight in the club. You know, like. It was one of those records. You know, when I made it, I was like, because I did it off another beat and it wasn't right.
Okay.
Then I was like, we gonna make this F the Police song. When I play this, it gonna tear the club up. So it's not positive. Like, I don't do it. It's not positive.
I think sometimes, it's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Because I know I myself also have a limitation, or more like a governor of deciphering, like, yeah, we should probably rethink this again. And I'm talking about me in the studio.
Right.
You know, knowing the stories and the reasons why certain artists will make the music that they make, and I'm like, you sure you want to do that? But then, in face of certain songs or certain life situations, it really requires maybe going that hard to turn things around.
Right.
So,
I see what you're saying. It could be a positive thing also.
Yeah.
Because I'm speaking up for the people, telling them, but at the same time, by you saying F the Police, you can't win against the police.
No, I know that. That's a definitely strong, especially here in America. Like, that's a united front that they, even themselves knowing what goes on, are unwilling to accept that sometimes you have to say that. So I understand how strong their unification is with one another, their fraternity.
Right.
I understand how strong that is. I just love the way you really are honest, purely honest in your music, though.
Yeah, I tell it.
I think like one of the most brilliant songs is I Testify.
I testify.
I think the brilliance in it,
Yeah.
because for me, it's...
You know why the kids never lose weight? Because they on them damn iPods.
Yeah.
They don't let them run and play like they used to do back in the day, so they never lose weight when they try hard. It's real.
Yeah. I think it's just brilliant, man. Especially the way, you know, you end it off in the sense that, okay, I can preface it with this. One of El Chapo's lieutenants who was helping move things around, there's a point, there's a purpose and a point to me bringing this up. Right now, there's a case against El Chapo, and one of his lieutenants, straight out, his argument and defense was that the government had an agreement with, the DEA had an agreement that they can move around. Like, the government said, we understand how you are doing things illegally and it's okay. Now that he's on trial, they're saying, well, you cannot talk about that. You can't, they're trying to limit that. So they rigged it so that he can operate and move around, and then when they're trying to prosecute, they're now saying there's no fairness and openness and complete saying what it really is. So when I hear Testify, to me, that's almost like you just setting it up like, yo, this is really what it is.
Yeah.
And I think it's witty to just say, I testify.
Yeah,
Because now it's like I'm flipping it on
me
them.
saying what I see through my eyes on the music.
Yeah.
That's what it basically was saying. Like, I was speaking from what everything I see was going on, and it was the truth, you know what I'm saying?
How, and towards the end of it, do you go through sort of a transition of starting off where it becomes maybe therapeutic, or you're angry and like towards the end you get to a point of feeling completed?
Nah, when I'm
Like when you get to the end of the song.
sometime the end of the song don't be, cause sometime I might do the first verse. I don't never do 3 verses at one time because I don't want to sound the same on each verse. So I do a verse and come back and do that verse. But songs like that, I'm just thinking about all the negative that I see with my eyes and what I feel is wrong, and I just put it on the record. And that was just one of those special records. That's one of my favorite off the Boo Pocket album. Yeah.
So I heard a story that you gave an interview, and you said that you were really scared when you were about to have a surgery. The doctor came into you. It was when you had kidney cancer, and he said, "Don't even worry about it. Like like you know how many concerts you do?
Yeah.
That's how many of this surgery I've done." And that made you feel better.
Yeah, that made me feel better because he was like, I do 300 surgeries a year.
Right.
And I was like, yeah.
So do you think of yourself as a professional or an artist?
A professional.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm bigger than just an artist, baby. I sell,
Yeah.
I sell clothes, I sell cologne, I sell chips. I sell crypto. I got crypto, all kind of stuff, baby.
I mean, a lot
Real
of
estate.
people, everything that you've said so far in the interview, you are a true artist. Like, you make what you feel like you must make. You are not dissuaded by, like, whatever cost may happen because of it. What you just said, you put on the microphone what you, like, see through your eyes.
Right.
But you don't consider yourself an artist.
I consider myself an artist.
Okay.
I didn't say I wasn't an artist. You say I'm an artist or a
understand.
professional.
So professional first.
I'm a professional first.
Got it.
You know, because
Okay.
most artists ain't professional. You know what I'm saying? I'm a professional first, but I'm an artist as far as
How
musically.
you-
You know, I make music. I make blues.
Yeah.
I just made a blues album.
I know, I heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do all kind of music.
Can we talk about what were you thinking about when you Boosie Blues Cafe? What was like you really just shifted?
I was raised on music. I was raised on blues music.
Yeah.
You know, my mama used to throw suppers. You know what suppers is?
No.
It's like when you sell plates and you play music on the weekends and sell plates. So I was raised around blues music a lot. And then I saw Snoop Dogg doing a gospel album. So I was like, shit, I can do a blues album.
Did you go in it like real seriously, wholeheartedly, or was it just like, you know what, I'm just enjoying this moment?
At first it was a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And until I started making it and everybody was like, it's pretty good. Then I called a couple blues guys over there who professionals. And they was like, you pretty good. So I put it out.
Dope.
So back to a little bit about you being a professional. So you said that, like, when you went away, you spent some time thinking about your business, and then when you came home, you made sure that you got it in order.
I learned the business when I went away.
Okay.
Yeah, I read music books. I read books for days.
So you studied. You were like, I need to get this together.
Yeah.
So what did you do? What changes did you make? Would you stop doing? Would you start doing right when you came home?
When I came home, what did I stop doing or start doing? When I came home, I basically had to redo my contract.
Yeah.
I told them, you know, I want this or I want out.
You restructured your whole contract.
Yeah. Yeah, I got because I was hot, you know.
That's really, it's smart.
I was
People
coming
don't do
home, I
it.
was hot, so, you know, it was either.
You had the leverage right then.
Yeah, I had the leverage and I used it up a lot.
Yeah.
And I basically just smartened up. I knew what to do. I knew what to do from prison.
Can you say, like, specifically, like, you were like, I'm not doing this anymore. Take this out of my contract.
It wasn't more so of that. It was just more so of I want more money. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. And With that kind of money,
And you
people
knew
won't
you
talk
would
to
get
you.
it. You would. You
When people
deserved it.
giving you this kind of money, they won't talk to you. So I had to be more of a businessman. People don't like to put this kind of money in. People won't get this money to you.
No middlemen. You
No
mean-
middleman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you retaining ownership at that point?
Ownership of what?
Your music.
I wouldn't say I was maintaining ownership because I eat both ways. I'm an artist with Atlantic, and I'm a CEO with Badass Music Center. So I eat both ways. I eat right here, eat right here. You know what I'm saying? Put my artists out. You know, I got Young Blue. He had 100 million streams right now on the Missy record. So we just keep on working, you know, keep on getting to it. Yeah.
What would you say to the maybe 16, 19-year-old that's just trying to get started into it, but they really don't know anything other than they really good at rapping?
You got to make a hit record.
What does that mean, though?
A hit record, like Miss It. Like, you know, the records that's on the radio playing every day, you got to make one of those records. Because if you're in the street, if you rapping for 5-6 years, you probably going to get killed. It's going to take too long. You just keep making regular music, gangster music, you're going to get killed in 10 years. So it's best you make a hit. You make a hit out the gate, you're going to be on shows getting 15, 10,000. Everybody can make gangster music and just rap. So you got to go for you can't be in the studio just making a song. No, you got to make the one. Like, you can't be in the studio and keep on making songs. Nobody don't care about them damn songs. For you got to make the hit record, and the hit record makes you skip everybody. It's going to make you skip everybody. Then when you put out your album, you prove yourself. So you got to make the hit record. You can't be just putting all this music out.
Dreaming.
Yeah, they only gonna know that hit record, then you prove yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So part of what you're saying is that, like, the reason you can't just sort of like be around and be in the same place for 5-6 years, like you do become visible.
You
right?
become visible, and
In a place.
you develop enemies.
Right, you become a target. In some
Right.
ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're making that music that's mediocre and it's not taking off, you can't leave your city because you
Yeah.
don't have enough money to leave your city.
Right.
You make one hit record,
You gone.
you're gone.
Right.
Yeah.
But so you became visible in your hometown, and then you had to go, partly because.
Nah. I became visible and didn't want to go. I was
Right.
thinking different. I was thinking messed up. I've been visible.
Yeah.
It's just I felt like I was young man, like I'm not going nowhere.
You wanted
I'm gonna
to
live and
be-
die in Baton Rouge. Ain't nobody gonna run me.
Right.
Woo to woo, and that's where you think messed up. A lot of people think like that now.
Yeah.
But in your own city, that's when it's gonna happen to you. But I wasn't thinking like, and it happened to me.
Yeah.
I got took off the streets.
Right.
So
So my question is, do you ever wish that you just lived like a regular, quiet,
no, I wouldn't be who I
everyday
am right now.
life?
Oh, you talking about after this, if I lived a quiet life?
Yeah. To just like.
Quiet don't make me no money. Like if I be quiet, what am I do? If I
If
don't
you
rap,
could-
if I don't, what am I do?
If you had another way to make money, would you leave all the like attention and police attention
Yes,
people
yes,
behind?
yes.
You would leave it behind.
Yes, if I made an app for 30 million or something, I would leave it. Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's dangerous. Like we go in the
Right.
clubs every night. You know, a rapper is the most dangerous job ever. It's nothing more dangerous than being a rapper. So I would be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I hit the lottery, it's over. It's over. I still play the lottery every day.
That's professional talk right there. So you wouldn't like, you don't want your kids to go into your line of work.
My kids already in my line of work. Yeah, my kids already in my line of work. My daughter rapping and my son rapping.
Okay.
You know,
How do you teach them to protect themselves?
I gotta protect them. That's up to me. They teenagers.
Okay.
All they gotta do is make music and do what it's up to me as a father to protect them.
Yeah.
But I kind of like them in my field. I don't like it because you know I don't have no hiccups with people messing with my kids. But
Of course not, yeah.
I know where to put them at in this field. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know who to call.
Right.
You know, I'm going to support anything they do, though, but
Sure.
I don't mind them rapping.
Okay.
You said it to DJ Flat in one of your interviews that you was taught to, hold on, let me get the quote right. They put it in your hands that we sell crack to our family members.
Yeah.
They put it in your head. So
Yeah.
were you speaking about just the way of life in the communities?
Nah, I was speaking about my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where we grow up at, if your auntie or uncle a crackhead, you sell crack to them because they're going to go get it from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a way of life, you know. You probably don't look at it like that, but, like, we don't even look at it like it's wrong until we get this age and be like, man, I used to do what I used to do to, you know, my family members.
Yeah.
You know. But back then, you know, it's about $1. So, yeah, I said it and I did it.
What does it take to break the cycle of that?
You got to show kids, you got to separate them from that. You know, that's what we saw coming out the house every day.
Mm-hmm.
If I see this coming up outside the house every day, what I'm going to want to do?
Do that.
You know, if my kids come outside of a state and see all this stuff, they're not going to want a 2-bedroom house. Mm. So it's what we show our kids and how we raise our kids is what they're going to want out of life. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. You feel you broke the cycle?
I'm breaking the cycle.
You're breaking the cycle.
I'm breaking the cycle. You know, my kids going to have to do the same thing I did with them.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel like I'm breaking the cycle.
And what about the community, like your family members, maybe not just like your offspring, but just like the people that's around you? You think that what you've gone through in the way that you're moving now is helping to break the cycle? Because
really, I got to focus on my kids and my nephews.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't go too much outside to focus on everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got enough money to bring everybody from Baton Rouge.
No, I feel that.
You know,
Do you
if I
think-
could, I would try.
Do you think that your music, in a sense, helps to break the cycle?
I just feel like I ain't gonna say it's breaking cycles, but it's giving hope.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people think they can be little boosters out there from my struggle and me coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I done gave a lot of people won't be rappers. You know, and that's my motivation. You know, I like to motivate. I like to stun a little bit sometimes, you know what I'm saying, to motivate people to be like, if he did it, I could do it.
Yeah.
Because I want people to be rappers instead of drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to jail for selling this.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I want people to be rappers. Shit.
Want to talk about Boosie Bash.
Yeah.
So where did the idea for that come from?
Boosie Bash.
Yeah.
Me and TJ, we put it together.
Yeah.
I told him I wanted to do something big for my city every year. And he was like, who all you can get to come? I'm like, everybody. So we did it last year, and it was just successful, like just completely successful. That's all I'm going to say.
You did it here at Southern.
Yeah, it's Mini Dome. Mm-hmm. We back this year.
Why is it important to you to do it at Southern?
Because Southern is like a part of my home.
Yeah.
My mama went to Southern. My brother went to Southern. All my aunties, everybody went to Southern.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could come. You say I can't come?
Yes, you can. You can.
Thank you. Well, I would really like to open up this conversation to Southern.
Hello, my name is Mojo, and I have a question.
Mojo.
Yeah. How you doing, Boosie? You do not remember this, but I used to be an intern at Trill Entertainment, in the early 2000s.
Okay,
so you were right. Y'all do live a dangerous lifestyle.
Right.
And after I went to that first concert, I was like, I'm gonna stay in the office. We were at Delta Grand.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to know those Trill Entertainment days, what were the best times for you?
I think my best times was my concentration camp days when I first heard myself on the radio. Mm-hmm. Them was the best time. Them was when I couldn't stop smiling, And I called my mom and everybody. So I think my first time I like really starting, like my youngest at the Camp City, when people start really seeing me in the mall and be like, hey, Boosie. I think that was the best times, my first jump out.
My name is Odessa. How did you get your nickname? Or your
Boosie?
street name? Mm-hmm.
I got Boosie because my mama, she used to love Boosie Collins. Boosie Collins was, he used to play with George Clinton in the Funkadelic, and she was like a little Boosie Collins groupie. So when I was in her stomach, they was saying she had a little Boosie down there. When I came out, it just stuck with me, Boosie. But it come from music, though. Yeah.
My name is Jalen. I just wanted to know, like, what would your advice be to kind of combat the violence in Baton Rouge? I just lost a cousin to gun violence over the Christmas break, so I want to get your input on what the younger generation could do to.
They need to put more. They need to put more activities in Baton Rouge. That's what's wrong, you know. I feel like everybody they come outside, they ain't got nothing to do. Like, back in the 80s and 90s, they had more programs in Baton Rouge. They need more activities for the kids and stuff like that. If you give them something to do, all the other stuff gonna get blocked out. So I just feel like they ain't got enough activities for the kids in Baton Rouge.
Yo, what up, Boosie? This AO. Look, I see you shining. Oh, hold your water, baby. Hold your water. I see you going dumb, you know. Look, I see you shining. Look, I just want to know where you get your jewelry from because look, I ain't gonna lie to you. You look like a galaxy up there. Look, right now, look, I'm not at a point in my career where I can just go to certain jewelers. I'm going to the kiosk in the mall, and I just want to know how can I shine like you, brother? That's all I want to know.
Really good question.
I don't know, man. You gotta ask God for a blessing. I don't know.
You know what? I have a question for you. You consider yourself a gangster rapper?
Yeah, I make gangster music. Yeah.
Why is it important? Because you mentioned heroes like Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks. Why is it that most gangster rappers don't do that? Why is it important for you to make mention
to like Black history?
Yeah.
You would like have to understand Boosie as an artist. Like I always make deep music like that.
Yeah.
Like my music different. Like it's different. It's different. It's just different. And I touch on a lot of bases and I like Black history and you know, social studies are my favorite subject. So I like Black history. I like digging deep.
Mm-hmm.
Just real music.
Yeah.
Touch people.
I understand your music, you know, and I just think, I wanted to make note of that because there are a lot of rappers out there who are kind of moving people, but they're not moving people.
Right.
And they're not really offering. They're offering stories, but they're not offering anything in those stories.
Nah, ain't no rappers telling stories.
So
I don't hear them.
You know. And I just, that particular point I think is really important. It's special. I wanted to know why. You said you got to understand Boosie.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm always be in my own lane. That's how I feel. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not going to talk about things that I didn't see. Like, like I'm not reaching like most rappers. Mm-hmm. Most rappers are just reaching, They talk about their girls and all this before they talk about their kids. Mm. So, most rappers just be reaching. They don't be doing all that stuff. They never shot a gun before. Mm. Most rappers are just reaching. And it's up to the fans to know who reaching. Mm. And I be wanting fans to love me for me, not just my music.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a people's person. I like... I know by me, I can make people happy. I just like making people happy.
Do you do that for just, like that's what's on your mind, or you feel like
it make me feel better.
You're planting a seed?
It make me feel better making other people happy.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I don't get happy when I get gifts. I get happy when I give to people and they be happy. I feel more happiness when I give to people instead of when I get.
Yeah.
Am I making any sense? You understand?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Yes.
First of all, I want to say what's down, Boosie. We got to
Where
see
you at? Hold on.
Right here.
Oh.
Right
Yeah.
here. But yeah, my name is Deja. I'm a 23-year-old mass communications major from New Orleans, Louisiana. I was born November 14, like you, so I'm I'm a natural badass, born that way. But I want to say, I want to ask you, what keeps you hungry to be Boosie, but humble to be Terrence? Like I hear you saying, like I'm a professional, I'm an artist, I do this, I was born this way, I'm Boosie. But you just say, I want people to love me for me, and that's Terrence. Like, how do you keep two going and still going hard? You show the world, like you said.
Yeah,
so
like Boosie Badazz is more of the clown.
Right.
You know, Boosie Badazz, the hot temper, say stuff. I mean everything I say, but sometimes I go off. That's Boosie Badazz. Boosie Badazz is it's Boosie Badazz. But Torrance Hatch is the daddy. You know, that's me being a daddy. That's me clowning every day. You know, that's me. So, you know, I don't want to say they two different people, but Boosie Badazz, I work on Torrance Hatch more than Boosie Badazz. Yeah, I'm going to say that.
And I think what she's also saying is you never get confused about who is who.
No, I'm not confused about who I am. I just know when to be Boosie Badazz.
Right.
And I know when to be Torrance Hatch.
Right. You can separate the public persona from this. Yeah.
Boosie Badazz is on stage.
Yep.
Yeah, when I get home and in my bed and with my kids, I'm Torrance Hatch.
Right.
How you doing, Brother Boosie?
Hey. What's up, brother?
I heard you mention that you invest in the cryptocurrency.
Right.
I want to commend you because I remember when I saw an article when you posted it about investing in Ethereum and Bitcoin. My first question is, when did you start investing? And
I got in it like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years.
All right. And would you continue? Well, I'm hoping you continue to push it in the community, and I hope you get everybody in here, you know, some exposure. And would you continue pushing investing in our community?
Right, because crypto finna take over the world, man. Cash and all that stuff is gonna be dead, man. So if you ain't on cryptocurrency, you can get on it. It's a new world order when it comes to crypto. They got conventions they have in Dallas. They hold conventions every 6-7 months, and all you gotta do is come to the convention and get schooled on game. Like, you're gonna be able to pay your bills, everything from crypto. Like, your travel, everything is gonna be done through crypto in the next 5-6 years. 50 Cent just did an album and you had to pay crypto to get it. So if you ain't on crypto, y'all in school. Hey, you need to get on it because I'm on it, yeah.
How you doing, Boosie? My name is Trey Skidmore, a graduate of Southern University.
Why you still here?
No, I work for Southern University.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna cloud it, right?
But what I want to know is, I don't know if many people know, but you are a type 1 diabetic. And as a type 1 diabetic, how do you manage your diabetes with everything that's going on?
Oh, man, it's so hard, bro.
I don't think
it's
they
so
know.
Hard. You know, I be in these airports. You know, I be having to eat this airport food. You know, I gotta eat. Like, you know, I'm doing better, but I'm still struggling with diabetes. Like, it's hard, especially with what I do. You know, it's hard, man. You know, it's hard. You know, I hate it, but I still gotta try to work out. I still gotta. Then they want you to eat. You know, like, it's a headache. You know, I just wish they just gonna come up with the cure. Trump, stop playing, man. Yeah, come on, bro. Just give it to us, man. We need it, man. We tired. Yeah, so I feel like they got a cure for it, man. You know, and but as far as how I handle it, it's a day-to-day struggle. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Mr. Boosie, sir. How are you?
Mr. Boosie Fade. What you
I said Mr. Boosie, sir.
Oh, okay.
My name is Alex Clear. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. But I've always loved your music growing up, everything. Yeah. And one of my favorite songs that most people don't know about is Room 535.
Right.
And I wanted to know, like, when you made that song, I know what you were going through, but, like, when you were in the studio, what exactly was going through your head?
My dad. When I made that song, I was thinking about my dad. Well, I had just came out the same room that he was in when he died, because I was sick with DKA, with diabetes, so they had kept me. And my mom and I'm like, this is the same room your daddy died in. And I started writing a song in the bed. Yeah, I started writing a song in the bed. And that's how it happened. Yeah.
Hello. My name is Kai. My question to you would be, do you feel that you give back to Baton Rouge or Louisiana as a whole to the best of your ability with the platform you've been given?
I feel I do. When something going on, I'm usually here for the city. But I feel like at the same time, I don't spread it as much as I should, because I got a life too. Back in the days, I felt like I was doing so much and I wasn't getting rewarded for it. Like I did stuff every year for this city. Like, if people know, like, I did stuff every year for this city. But when I got to prison, a lot of people didn't, they had kids writing me, telling me thank you, but a couple of kids told me they had to write and sneak me a note. So I feel like I do what I gotta do for Baton Rouge, but I can do more, but I need help. I want to build my own school out here. I hollered at Mr. Cole, and I'm trying to build my own school out here. So that's on my bucket list. I'm gonna have me a school. So I'm trying to build my own school out here because I deserve to be acknowledged in Baton Rouge. Like, if anybody do, like, I deserve to be acknowledged, even though I don't ask for that. Like, I did a whole Boosie Bash and nobody even interviewed us.
What?
No interview. Nobody interviewed us.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That doesn't
no
make
violence.
any sense
Not
to
one
me.
fight. 7,000 people. So somebody must be still mad at me. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I love my city.
No, I mean, there's a problem with media. Like, there's a problem with the way that people cover hip-hop music. Why? Why are you laughing at
You
that?
funny, bro. You funny.
What's up, Boosie?
What's
okay,
up?
I'm Tamaya, first time freshman. Well, I'm a freshman. right here.
Where you at?
right here.
Oh, all right.
Okay, this is like one of my favorite songs. So I
Okay.
want to know, what was your reason for the song Black Heaven? Like, what was you going through? What was you thinking about when you made this song?
When I made that song, I was putting together the album, and when you putting together the album, you try to hit all areas of a subject. I know you probably never put together an album, but you sit at the table with all the people and you say, do you have a song for the girls? Do you have a song for this and that? So Black Heaven was the last record I made, and I heard it and I was like, I gotta put something real deep on here. And that was the song. Like, when I made it, that was the song. I sent it to a couple people. I forgot who I sent it to first, but Keisha Cole ended up doing it for me. And it came out a great song. That's one of my favorite songs, too.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
What's down with your booze?
What's up, big?
Look. Look, my name Rodney here, man. I wanted to ask you, you know the producer Playboy XO?
Playboy XO?
Look, the dude who produced for NBA Youngboy. Playboy and this bitch, but he ain't playing it.
Oh, in Florida?
Yeah, look,
in
he
Florida?
was in Miami here. He back now. I wanted to ask you, like, you know who that is, right?
Yeah, I don't know him, but I know the dude who made beats in Florida.
I see you with in a picture with him on Instagram, you hear me?
Oh, okay.
He a fire producer. He be producing for NBA Youngboy. I was on the phone with him yesterday for 46 minutes, you hear me? I'm ambitious, I'm talented, you hear me? Look, if I want it, I'm gonna get it. So look, I wanted to ask you, I'm telling you, I'm a fire producer. I'm asking you, like, as a producer, what you feel like I should be doing to get to the next step?
You need to be getting at all the big rappers.
For sure.
And giving them beats.
Yeah.
You can't charge nobody for no beats. Like, you ain't known. So you gotta go to them big dudes and say, man, I got 20 beats for you. You can have them. That's what you gotta do to get in the game. Because if you go to somebody saying, I got beats, I'm selling them, I want this, but you ain't got no name. You just ruined it. You gotta be all right. You gotta be all right to get in this industry as being a producer. You gotta give your beats away until somebody get on your beats who make a name for you. So all that trying to sell beats no, you gotta give them away, bro.
What's down, Boosie?
What's up?
I got a little simple question. I just wanted to know what inspires you to wear the Boosie fade.
See, really, a lot of people don't know this. I was 5 years old, I fell off a moped. So I got a scar right here, and if I cut it low, you're gonna see the scar on top of the hair. So, yeah, you're gonna see the scar on top of the head, so I had to put hair right here and shape it up to hide it, and that's how it came.
Hi, my name is Symphony, and I wanted to know what was one of your favorite songs? Like, what is one of your favorite songs?
My mama's songs be my favorite songs because
Yeah.
I like my mama's songs because they be some of the realest songs. I like my mama's songs.
I played them for my mom before. She really likes them.
Okay. Okay. Give me some. Give me some. Give me some. Okay, you all.
All right, so my name Christian. My question is, basically, since music is different now, like trying to get known, trying to get seen, what's your advice to somebody basically that's like maybe starting off as a singer, a rapper? What would be your advice, seeing as everything's different than when you started?
Like I said, make that hit record and you need to create what you hearing. Like if you make that hit record, it's over with, man. You gonna skip everybody. But if you don't, you're gonna float along. And I don't know how long you're gonna float in the city like this, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta really focus on making a hit record. You can't keep spending your money on studio time just to make okay songs. You're just wasting money.
What's up, Boosie? My name is Colin Johnson. I'm a joint history major from New Orleans. So you said that you really enjoy history, right?
Right.
So why do you feel like history in our community is relative to us? Like, why do you feel like you will want to put that out to the world and help us understand that? What about history itself makes it that much more intriguing for you to put in your music to sell it to millions of people?
I was just saying as far as that record. I'm not just making music to attack that certain thing, you know. What I do as an artist, that's what I'm able to do. I'm capable to do as far as delivering that kind of message. Everybody can't do that. So I'm just when I go that deep, I'm just being me as an artist, bro. Like I'm just digging in, being me as an artist. And that would keep me around, you know. That would keep me around.
What were you thinking? What were you thinking? What were you feeling when you made the song Everything?
I was feeling, when I made that record, I was feeling underrated when I made that record. Because I went deep in that record. The first three things I said in that record, that was like one of the main 3 things that affected me in my life, like one of the top 3 things. So when I made that record, man, I was just feeling like I was feeling great but not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I was feeling. I was feeling like I was great but not great. So I had to let them know that like look what I done been through. How can you not say I'm great when I done been through this? You know what I'm saying? That's where the Everything record come from. I was in my feelings.
So when you finished that record, like you finished the verse, you packed up, whatever, you went home, you listened to it again, like what was you feeling?
I was in my feelings.
Yeah.
Like some records when I get in my feelings, I play them records back to back in the car.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I play them 4 lines back to back in the car, the first 4. So, like I said, I was feeling great, but not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? Do you like what?
Do I like Cardi B? Cardi B married, man. Next question. Yeah. Oh, her music. Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah, I love her music. Yeah, Cardi got hits. I love Cardi music. Yeah. What kind of girls I like? Really, I like girls that give me a challenge. Yeah, I like them to lick their lips too, but you know, I like girls to give me a challenge. Like I like to talk and try to, you know, run some game. You know, like I like a challenge. You know, I'm used to girls just, you know. So I like to call you and talk to you and get to know you and stuff like that.
My last question. Why is the creator so important to you and to express?
The creator?
The creator. And to express your emotions in music about the creator.
It's important to me because I can't get anybody else to write my music because my music is so real, they gonna be lying.
Mm.
Because I just can't get people to write my music. I'm not against people who do. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody bring me a #1 hit, I want it.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean,
what you mean like
the
what?
Creator, God. You talk about God a lot.
Oh, you talking about God. I think you talking about me creating the music.
God. Because you mentioned, I say the creator.
Oh, I believe in God. God responsible for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think I'll be here without God? Like, I'm always giving God his
I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, I always give God his credit because without God, I'm not here right now. You know, God.
Yes, sir.
God love me. Yeah, he love me. Yeah.
A lot of rappers are afraid of that.
Not me. I'm not all rappers.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always give God his thanks.
Indeed.
I got in my jewelry, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
Thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank you for having us, Boosie. Yo, thank you for your music, brother.
Thank you so much for listening to that super special episode of Microphone Check. Us with Boosie, live at Southern University. We did not do it alone. We have a long list of people to thank.
So we'd like to start with thanking DJ Neff, Anthony Jackson, Anthony Kenny, Tavares Walker, Tanisha Cousby, Jasmine Hunter, Janine Tate, the students of Southern University, y'all know who y'all are, Sonali Fernando, Jalen, Jesse Sachs and Versus Creative,
Natalie Tulloch and Shirley Ramos, Mike Hamilton, TJ Jackson, Shaw Givens, Zach Manuel, Blacksmith, Thomas Beaudry, Tim Donovan, Cedric Shine, Justin Zweifatch, Dijon Alfred. Thank you guys so much for making that happen.
Word.